Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 109 of Direwolf20's Modern Skyblock series. Today, we've got all kinds of cool stuff, hopefully, going on. Let's check in on some things and stuff. Are you behaving, Chief? You've got 188 millibuckets of fluid essence. You've got 0 in there-ish, so that's cool. I believe you're working. Cool, I guess. Yeah, you seem to be good, I guess. Remember we had this like weird issue last time where things got disconnected? So between episodes, I totally... Yeah, you look like you're connected, right? Yeah, you look cool. Totally updated. Yeah, look, mom's responding. Good, you're good. Totally updated the pack. Well, not the pack, but I updated select mods in the pack, which is totally dangerous and you guys shouldn't do unless you really know what you're doing. But, I mean, it's not dangerous, but, like, it can be troublesome, right? So I had to update Draconic because I wanted to get the latest features of Draconic Evolution. And in updating Draconic Evolution, we caused all kinds of other things to have to be updated, right? And we're back. Hopefully, I just solved whatever crashed. So remember how a minute ago I was saying it's dangerous to update mods without, like, you know... So if you know what you're doing, it's sometimes okay. If you know how to read crash logs, which there were quite a few. So updating Draconic required me updating Redstone Flux mod and COFH mods because it's a dependency on those. Those required me to update Forge. When I updated Forge, a few mods started breaking. So I had to update those mods to get them to stop breaking. And we just had a mod crash. Silent Gems just crashed, probably because I had a newer Forge version and an older version of the mod. So I updated that, and now we seem stable. So long story short, if you're going to update the pack, update the whole pack. Don't just update a few mods like I did, but I'm trying to avoid updating the pack because I don't want to have to worry about all the different quests that got added as a result of the newer version of the pack, because I know it'll mess up my quest book, and we're in the home stretch here with the quests, so I'd like to kind of like wrap up the series rather than updating the quest book and having like Thaumcraft and like a handful of other mods have a bunch of quests around them. Plus, I know things got removed, and I'm not too sure how my very complex world that, you know, is 108 episodes deep would react to, you know, some of the major changes that might have happened in the pack since then. It may work great, or it might not. I just haven't tested it. And I know I could, like, do things to test it, right? But, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, here's what I'm thinking. Can we automate Draconic today? I think that sounds like a good plan. So I'd like to automate these. So the new version of Draconic has this cool thing. So we've got some top add-ons error. So I feel like I should probably have updated top add-ons, but that's okay. Maybe I'll just hide you. But you can set this dude to single item mode, which is cool. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set all these guys to single item mode active. And so in previous versions of Draconic, right, we had this thing where you could place like an entire stack of items onto a Draconic fusion injector, right? Now, not so much. If you put it in single item mode, it only accepts one item. You can't put more than one item on there, right? If you're not in single item mode, like that, it puts the whole stack on, right? So all 5 go in. So that's cool that that's a feature now, and I like that. And that was a big part of what I wanted to make sure I took care of. So let's take a look, because I feel like this should work out all right, but we have to test this a little bit. So what I want to do is get my interface, right? And I'd like to teach you how to make Wyvern Cores. So let's get a pattern for Wyvern Cores. Let's get the interfaces, and we'll see what we can get going, right? So for a pattern terminal, right? And I might need to, like, the one probe. I should probably just update the one probe. Yeah, probably. I'll update the one probe between episodes, because that is going to be a lot of things. So let's get our recipe going. So you, sir, will make a Wyvern Core. And to make that, you need an emerald block, which I should probably just teach you how to make. So let's do this. Because you're going to need blocks of emeralds for this pattern, right? So a block of emerald, boom. So now we can put you in here, clear this out. So you are made with a block of emerald, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Draconic cores, can I do this where it, like, maybe not. This might have more than 2 stars and 2 Draconian blocks. All right, I thought there was a way to like specify that you needed more than one of these. Maybe it's having more than one in your hand. There you go, that'll work. Okay, cool, 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 cool. 2 stars and 2 Draconian blocks. Okay, and that's a pattern that should work, right? So now if I come over to here, now here's my question, right? If I put this interface on blocking mode, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect up our interface here, right? You will connect to that. You're gonna be a crate, you're gonna get this, and we're gonna make sure, do not push crafting items if inventory contains items, okay? So hopefully that's cool. And then what we're gonna want is probably item conduits from Ender.io. I feel like that's probably a good way to go. Because the good thing about item conduits is you can insert and extract at the same time from the same thing. Very few mods allow you to do that. And we have our Yellow Wrench, which is cool. Right tool for the job here, guys. Boom. So I'll probably wind up removing you. Cool. Excellent. So you guys all need to be on insert mode, not extract, right? There is a conduit probe which I can use to copy. Which one did I set here? Is that the one? No. This is the one. Copied conduit settings. I believe that will cause you to paste them, right? Insert, insert. Nice. Okay, cool. So you guys should all be inserting on green. Cool. So everybody inserts on green. Right, you will go ahead and paste it so that you're inserting on green, but you're also going to extract on brown, always active. And then over here, you're going to be disconnected, and you're going to be insert on brown. Cool. So let's see if I'm right about it being that easy to do a wyvern. So we're going to do one wyvern, and then we're going to do multiple wyverns, right? So if I hit start on this guy, I might not have set you to always active, so hold on. You should be extract always active. Everything looks to have populated the way it should. No, you're not. Right. So what I'm going to have to do is a filter on this guy. Yes, you need to be filtered. So let's get a filter. We have an advanced. What's your deal? I don't know. We'll find out. So your insert on green filter will be configured to whitelist emerald blocks, right? And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make you a high priority on this line so that the emerald block will go here first, right? Does that sound smart? This should work. I've never set up Draconic this way, and I'm hoping it does a good job. So 2 of you, 1 of you, 5 of you, and 2 of you, right? That's the sequence of events. That looks good. So then the only thing he needs is redstone to trigger him. So do we have any redstone conduiting? Can we get some? We need, it's silicon, I presume. Yeah, silicon and redstone. And with that, that should have marked our crafting job complete. Not too shabby. Now the question is, when we set that in blocking mode, will it put one set of the same... Like if I request 10 Wyvern Cores, is it going to put 10 sets of ingredients in? Or will it do one at a time? And that will determine whether or not what I just did works. So we're going to find out right about now. So Alloy Smeltery, you can be done, buddy. Whatever you were doing, I forget. And that should be cool, right? So you go away. Sure, why not? Wand Acceleration. Cool. And you will get this. Redstone Conduits will be nice to have. Some kind of dark utilities timer. Assuming this can go on the roof. It kind of can. So you're going to go over here. And you, on redstone, will be enabled signal color red. Sure. And you will be enabled signal color red. And you're going to be every second. Does that sound cool? So in theory, every second he should pulse. And hopefully that's cool. So now if I ask for Wyvern, let's request another. Let's see what other timer options we have. So we do have RF tools, right? We could probably use an RF tools timer. And I'm pretty sure that'll sit happily. Right? Come on, buddy. Let's try something here. We'll try a redstone dust. Is the pulse not long enough? Or is it not getting to the machine? That's the question. It is set to enabled. Though it almost doesn't look like it's connecting, but you can't tell. So let's try this. You may not be connecting. That might be the problem. Hold on. Hold on to your horses. Nobody said this was easy. Now we're cooking. Haha, that's what's up. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, I'll put the redstone back, but I'm thinking it should. Right? Now let's get another Wyvern and just make sure that the pulsing works. Oh, we're missing nether stars. I can solve that. So what we should get, boom, working. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now for the real question. You right? You ready? The real question is gonna be, can we request multiple Wyverns at a time without too much of a problem? Because you should be in blocking mode. Ah, yeah, you caused a problem, didn't you? Yep. Yeah, he overran. All right, so we're gonna have to figure out this. So what I can do for 3 of these, for now, because we don't know what we're gonna need to filter on. So if I set you to filter on sticks for these 3, because we have 12 here, and we only need 9 for this craft, right? When we get another craft, we'll put the filters for the actual items that we need there. And that should probably kind of work. We're gonna have to test it a little bit, but it's tricky. What I'm trying to do is avoiding having to filter every inventory, which we could do, but that gets really annoying. But this should work, right? So if I ask for like, I need about 10 more of you, so let's just do it. This should work. Cool. And it's not breaking. It'll break. Probably what would cause this to break is if I requested 2 different crafts, one that needed those other 3 and one that didn't at the same time. That might mess it up. Maybe. We would have to see. Yeah, it probably would. If I requested this one, followed by one that needed that other craft, I could see that being an issue. But, and then boom, it's ready to do another one. For now, that works. I think that's cool. Why are you taking so long to charge? I assume that the slowdown is probably this dude. He's not able to output fast enough. Would be my guess. Because all these guys should be at max outputting speed. Yeah, I mean, they look pretty good. It might just be that these things can't accept power that quick. That could also be it. But hey, look at all the Wyvern productions we're doing. Sweet. All right, so to get this going, right, our next quest in the Power of Dragons is to get 12 Wyvern Fusion crafting injectors. So that's going to be a little bit annoying, but it should be doable. I'll just take care of it off camera. We'll get one going now, and then we'll do the rest off camera. How's that sound? So we should have a few more of these going. In fact, I could probably... I'm going to cancel you so that we can get... That's the 12 Wyverns that we need. So to get a Wyvern crafting fusion injector, we're going to need the dozen of these that we have. We're going to need 24 Draconic cores and a dozen Draconium blocks. Right? I need 24 of these. And then what did I need? 4 times 12? Really? Nether stars? Yeah, 4 times 12 nether stars. So we're going to need to cook up some more nether stars. So wither skeleton skulls. This thing's been running a little bit off camera, but not as much as I would have liked. Not too bad. And then another stack, courtesy of this way of getting nether stars. And some soul sand. So pretty soon, I'm going to look forward to having Project E to help me out with nether stars, right? Because nether stars have an EMC value, right? Pretty soon we will get there. And then we'll be talking. But for now, we have to wait for those guys. So let's get, I'm going to get the 48 nether stars in total that we need. And I should be able to just drop this all into that dude here. And he should do his job, I think, right? Because, oh, that's a lot of things. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's going to make a mess. So I'll just do this manually, off camera. It's annoying to automate this because you never have to do it again. Like, it's like Wyvern cores we should absolutely automate, right? Other things, not as much, right? Awakened cores we can probably automate. And hey, that's nice, it's 9. So that's actually really good. How about Awakened Draconium blocks? That is 7. So that'll be a little bit trickier to automate. Not too bad, but tricky nonetheless. All right, let's come back in a minute. Yeah. Stars? How are we for stars? Oh yeah, we're good. 48 of them we need. So I will see you guys in a minute when I've upgraded. Well, I might as well do one on camera, right? So you. And this is what's nice about this setup, right? So one of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. And then we just need you. And you should run. So I'll do all these at once, right? So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. And we'll be right back. All right. So I got them all upgraded. Now I need to hold them all into my inventory at once to mark the quest complete. So that shouldn't be too bad. Hooray! And then you guys can go back into position just like you were. As you were, gentlemen. So now, with another quest complete, I believe that means that we can get Awakened Draconium next, right? Yes, we can. So to make Awakened Draconium, we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Wyvern Cores and a heart, right? So Wyvern Cores, we need 5 more of you. Needs more emeralds? Could I possibly be low on emeralds? I mean, it's an easy solution, right? Just, you know, was not expecting it. So we should have emeralds. Yeah, we do. Sweet. So Sagmill? Yeah, Sagmill. And you can go away and you can go away, which gets me a few more emeralds, which means boom, 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 boom. Sagmill. Cool. Now, can I have 5 more of these, please? Thanks, Chief. So Awakened is what now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd love to automate this. Wow, 700 million RF energy cost. Do we have that much? I'm hoping. I have no idea how much his internal buffer here has. 15? All right, so that should be cool. Might take a minute to craft because I don't know how fast that thing can export, but definitely on a very soon to-do list, Draconic Orb for power storage. Very much to-do list item. Why are you guys not running? Oh, I know why, because I forgot to set you to single item mode. Oh, right. See what happens when you derp? Easily fixed, though, right? We put you away, cancel you, and you're good, right? Now, you guys should behave. Cool. Now we're cooking. So see how much faster they fill up? I got to imagine that the limit is the item thingy there. I clicked something by mistake and that totally messed me up. It's alright, I'll just fix it manually. That's what happens when you click on things that are automated. Go, buddy. Really? I probably didn't clear it out from before. All right, so that's the 6 of you, plus a dragon heart, right? And then 4 of you. Yeah, I have to imagine that you're limited to your output. 409,000 RF a tick is your thing. So yeah, your output is maxed. So that's the problem, is the output's maxed at 409,000 RF a tick. Well, we're gonna go Draconic Orb in a little bit, and that won't be a problem for too much longer. But overall, that ain't bad. I mean, it's going. It's just, you know, slowly but surely going. And it's doing one, it's charging one device at a time, which is kind of cool to watch, right? Like this one's getting energy infused, right? And then when he's done, right, it's 100 million RF per dude here, right? So when this guy hits 100 million RF, the next one will go. It's kind of cool. Once we have a Draconic Energy Orb, less of a problem. So that's 80% complete. And now for you, the last one. Sweet. How much power did we like totally drain out of there? We put a dent in it. Look at that. We put a dent in it. Nice. Sweet. So that means Awakened Draconium quest complete. Nice. That is cool. All right, so our next quest, Controlling Time, which will be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind that. And then also Draconic Fusion Crafting, right? So we need 12 Draconic Fusion Crafters. However, because we have Awakened Draconium, we now have the opportunity to make custom dimensions. Now, I'm not sure why we needed to do Awakened Draconium to get into custom dimensions from RF Tools, but we're going to find out pretty much now. So I need an empty dimension tab and a dimension inscriber. Right, so empty dimension tab, dimension inscriber. I need a dimension builder. So far, not seeing a need for Awakened Draconium. Custom dimlets, dimlet workbench, syringe. Right. Material absorber, feature absorber, liquid absorber. I'm thinking it's all the absorbers. Terrain absorber, feature absorber, time absorber. Just needs a few clocks. Biome absorber. Did I miss that one? I must have. Hooray! Quest complete! Custom dimlets. Which I think means... Wait for it. Not that. Quest updated custom dimlets. The next one. The next thing. Quest complete! Magical crops! Yay! That means we can get into mystical agriculture. Right about now, which is cool. And what's cool about that, quest complete prosperity shards. Sweet. I've got prosperity shards, a few. But we have to unlock it, right? So let's quest book, boom. So RF Tools is complete, right? There's a bunch of other RF Tools stuff, but we've played with RF Tools enough. We know how that mod works. We are very familiar with that mod. So that means mystical agriculture is also a thing that we have access to now, which is cool. Because mystical agriculture has lots of cool and powerful stuff. A lot of things you can get with mystical agriculture, you can also get with chickens, and chickens is more powerful than mystical agriculture. So I don't know why mystical agriculture comes in this pack after chickens, but there are a few things you can get through mystical agriculture that you can't get through chickens, at least in this pack, and that includes Awakened Draconium, right? So we can totally get Awakened Draconium seeds in this pack, right? So we've got 23,000 Inferium Essence from all the mobs that we've been killing throughout this entire 108 episode series, which is cool. I don't know how much Inferium Essence that's going to be for us, but we can totally ramp up the production of Inferium if we so choose. Because last time I checked, unless it's been changed, Inferium works in these guys, and it works pretty well. So that's cool, right? So with that taken care of, we've now got access to the mystical agriculture, mystical crops, boom. So what do we have to do to knock out this quest line? So we need ultimate smelting, and we also need cruxes, which needs apparently tier 6 mystical seeds. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. So let's get from Mystical Agriculture. So we've got some Supremium Essence, which I would have expected we would have had more than that from killing the Wither more. Because usually the Wither drops that. And we also have some Prosperity Ore, which is cool, right? So you can be sag milled, I hope? You can. Good. So guess who's going into the grinder next? You, buddy. Alright, so while you're cooking up that stuff, and we have plenty of other sag mill. Hey, an Inferium ore. Cool. Can you get sag milled? You can. Nice. So we're like probably pretty good on Inferium, to be fair. So if I wanted to get a Master Stone, right, from Mystical Agriculture, I want that Master Infusion Stone. That's totally doable. Because I want to use this. So there's two types of stones. There's the tier 1 stone, which takes damage, and then there's a master that doesn't. But I'd like to teach the Mystical Agriculture stuff, right? So if we can teach it the essence upgrades, I should be pretty happy right now. So you... Yeah, like that. Cool. So you are going to go in crafting mode. You'll be 1... And unfortunately, I have to put each one in so that we know the next tier. 2. We might need a 5th stone, but we'll see. 3. And realistically, I should be putting these guys in separate guys, because that would be smart. 4. Yeah, putting these in separate ones means that different crafters can operate them on the same time, and that would probably just speed things up a little bit. And if I was really smart, I'd find out which crafter is doing the encoded patterns for Prudentium and give it speed upgrades. That would probably be, like, super smart. Because we will probably have lots of Prudentium crafting. So which one here might have... That's going to be really tricky to find. Well, there was the red one. Hey, there's green. So you're probably going to craft in here? Well, we'll find out. Ideally, you decide to craft in there. I think if I wrenched you, you would craft in there, right? That might force you to craft in there. Get a few more of those for me. That might work. So, can I get some red essence from this? Calculating. Oh yeah, that's doable. For 2,560 Inferium essence. Cool. So you are probably getting to work. You should have Master Infusion Crystals already, so I don't know why you're trying to craft some. How about just 1? Missing 1 Master Infusion. So from here to here is 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be good for Master. Didn't I make Infusion Crystals? Am I crazy? I could have sworn I made a few. You guys saw me make it, right? Where'd they go? They didn't go into there. They didn't go into there. I don't know what just happened. You guys saw me make those, right? Hey, now they're back. Okay. Can you make this for me now, buddy? Now we're cooking. That's what I wanted to see. Nice, that it's actually working. If this doesn't work, There's other approaches we can take to auto-crafting with this bad boy that we'll have to figure out. There's other things we can do. We can use our tools crafting tables to make this stuff. There's other approaches that we can totally take, right? Because he seems to like craft and then get stuck. Like he crafted halfway and then he got stuck. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, and look, the Master Infusion dudes are gone again. How cool is that? I'm guessing you'll be back in a minute? Oh. So we might have to come back next episode and do this thing, because clearly he's being a little bit weird. I don't know why his crafting with those is so weird. I've not had too many problems in the past with it. Just want to see if he's like stuck in here somewhere. He shouldn't be. It took him a minute, and then he just showed back up, right? That's what happened? There's the other one. Just in case, I'm checking. Nope, you're cool. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is come back next episode. Is there like some kind of... Nope, TPS seems fine. So I don't know why you all of a sudden disappeared. And where you might be, Master Infusion Crystal, but you're probably around here somewhere. In some inventory, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. For now, though, I think it is wrapping up point, so let's do this. Let's come back next episode. I will get those Master Infusion Crystals back one way or another. I'd like to, now that we've got into Draconic, a couple things I'd like to knock out. My plan for the next few episodes is as follows. I'd like to get through Mystical Agriculture so that we can unlock Project E. Once we have Project E unlocked, item duping and making lots of large amounts of items shouldn't be too much of a problem. It really shouldn't. And once we've got that going, then we can do all kinds of shenanigans with Draconic Evolution. We can do lots with Project E, and we can do a lot with the Overpowered tier, which is, you know, all the things Avaricia, it looks like. Because if I'm taking a peek at this, that's pretty much what it looks like, Avaricia. Infinite Manner, Infinite Ember, Creative Capacitor, all kinds of infinite items. So we need to collect neutrons, making singularities, all kinds of fun stuff that we can play with. However, it is wrapping up points. So, still don't know where my master dudes are. Hello? Anybody want to tell me where you are? It's so weird. Super weird. Because you shouldn't get used up, unless there's a bug. That could be. I want to just test this real quick. Because Master Infusion Crystals should be like infinite use items, right? So I should be able to do... Yeah, you should be infinite use items. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cheat back the 4 that we had. And I might make a 5th. We'll see. And we'll probably use another approach to getting this. Probably RF Tools Auto Crafter. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, wrapping up point. That was my signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.